Good morning, class Vivaldi. We have made it to Wednesday in our second week of remote learning. All of the things you've been sending me, I am so proud of. I'm going to talk all through that shortly, but first, we have a very, very special guest. I promised you a Settlescombe legend, and I have got for you the one and only, it's Mrs. Ham.
Hello everyone, I'm so pleased to be here as your guest today, and I've heard wonderful things about you. I'm so proud that you're working hard at home during this tricky time and that you're doing all the work Mr. Cole has set you, and I know he's really proud of you. So I'm excited just to have a little word with you. Please keep working hard all the time you're not at school, and just keep reading and having lots of fun, and don't forget to keep fit as well. So what am I doing? I'm doing lots of piano playing. You remember how I like the piano and music, and I'm doing singing, and I'm teaching piano through FaceTime and WhatsApp videos to some of the children I teach. I'm gardening. I'm doing horrible jobs like cleaning the house and cupboards that I didn't ever want to clean out for ages. And I'm doing some walking every day because that's important. And obviously doing some cooking, but I have to be careful I don't eat too much because I'm not doing too much exercise. So I miss Settlescombe School so much, and I remember you all, and I think you were in year 2 when I left. So do you remember Sammy the Seal? Hello everybody, how are you? Sammy used to be in my office, and some of you might remember coming for Happy Time to my office and seeing Sammy. He would be there too. And don't know if you remember, when I left Settlescombe School, I was given a Settlescombe teddy. He's made out of the uniform of Settlescombe School. He's got tie in his ears, jumpers, the badge. His tail is made out of a school pair of trousers. Don't know if you can see that. And so this is Eddie, the Settlescombe teddy that I keep at home. And I always think of you lot when I see my Eddie the teddy. And lastly, I don't know if you remember my red hat I used to always wear on the gate.
See, I remember the hat and I wasn't even there.
I'm just going to put it on. See if I can get it on with one hand. There we are. So that's how I used to wear it at the school gate. So I've got lots of happy memories of you, and some of you might even remember being in the school choir. Oh, I must just tell you, I took Hurst Green, that's where I teach music, their choir to the Hastings Festival a couple of weeks ago, just before all of this happened, and they won. They beat 6 other schools.
Super.
And so exciting, because that was only the second time of going. So they're taking after Settlescombe, because Settlescombe won a few times, and now Hurst Green are. Wished I could take you lot, though. Anyway,
That's
be
so
good.
lovely.
Keep working hard. You all right there, Mr. Cole?
Yeah,
I hope they're doing you proud.
This is brilliant. This is quality video. They're so lucky to have you as our special guest.
Oh, well, maybe I'll see you again another time in a few weeks or whatever. But keep working hard, and loads of love to you all, and I miss you lots. Bye for
Well,
now.
thank you, Mrs. Ham.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ham.
Bye.
Take care. How lucky were we? I said Settlescombe legend, and they don't get much bigger than Mrs. Ham. But, there's a big but here. I have 2 more celebrity guests this week, 2 more of our special guests, and I think they could be the biggest 2 so far. So brace yourself for that. Now, while Mrs. Ham's been talking, my laptop has turned off with all my notes on, and I was so much more organised than I was yesterday. But one thing that I did want to talk to you all about is there's been a lot of rumours coming around about coronavirus and, when we'll be back to school. A lot of people are starting to say 6 months, and I bet that's really upset and worried you. Now, that's not definite. What they have said is that life won't return to normal and that all social distancing won't end for 6 months. I'm not guaranteeing we'll be back in school in time for the end of year 6, but there is still a chance. We have to be hopeful, and I've got my fingers crossed. So I can't guarantee it, I wish I could, but let's be hopeful. Let's not be negative and worried. If it doesn't happen, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But for now, let's get our fingers crossed we can at least get some year 6 back. But in the meantime, we've got our fantastic remote learning. So while I'm just logging back into the computer, let me tell you who my superstars were on Rockstars and Numbots today. So, Rockstars today: Abby, James, Flo, Alfie, Charlie, George Moore, George P, Emily J, Lottie, Lily, Sam, Raya B. My Numbot stars: Abby, James, Harry, Flo, Alfie, Charlie, Lily, Sam, Raya B. Now, as you probably guessed, it is Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 2. So if anybody goes on this evening, I will put your names in the description below. So super job, you guys. That gives us a total of 13 for today at 2 p.m. and 18 for the week. Let's try and get that into the 20s. I want to try and beat last week's 26. If you're one of the 8 that went on last week and haven't this week, get on Numbots and Rockstars. Okay. Other things. Homework is due today, please. Could I please... I obviously can't mark it, but the answers are in your book or on the website. Mark your homework. I'm really proud of you for had a go at it. Remember, it wasn't an had to do. It was a could do, and I'd recommend you doing it. Tomorrow, I will be setting your homework for Easter. It's going to be just 2 pages from your English book, but plus the usual Numbots and Rockstars challenge. And I think, because it's been a really tough time, I think I'm going to have to get some extra special prizes for the home learning tokens. So there will be the home learning shop. Now, whatever, you're probably going, but if you're not back to school, we won't get our prizes. Whatever happens, if I have to send prizes out, you will be getting your home learning prizes before the end of year 6. So it is worth getting on Rockstars and Numbots every single day of the holidays to get a maximum of 2 tokens a day, and then the shop will be open. I don't know about you, but I'm finding it weird that I'm only speaking really to 2 people every day. Depending on how many people you live with, that could be 1 person every day, or it could be as many as 5. So I'm going to recommend you use your phones or your parents' phones to FaceTime, to talk to people, because it is getting bizarre, isn't it? I feel like, apart from a few people I pass when running, I've not actually engaged with anybody except my parents. So make the most of the technology we have. It's not 1995. Get on those phones, use them. If you haven't got a phone, ask your parents if you can use theirs. I think it's really important to stay social. And I think that's pretty much it for Friday. For Wednesday. 2 other little things. 1, can I say a massive thank you to Raya C and Emily G, who both realised that I am fundamentally useless and I hadn't put your English on yesterday. If that does happen, drop me a quick email and I'll correct it. As you saw from the video yesterday, I was not in the right frame of mind to be doing anything that required organisation, but I've got my mojo back today. The other one is Port Lim photos. I have been promising these since we went for the 19 children who came. So if you look below today's work on the website, the work for Wednesday, you're going to see all of our Port Lim photos. Also, go down below to the other photos because I've got some additional photos that children sent in to me yesterday that I've added into those photos. Right, super job. Have a super Wednesday. I'm really proud of you. You're going to be getting your stories finished today, hopefully. We're going to be doing maths reasoning test, but wait for it. Possibly the last reasoning test we might ever do. So make a good job of it, but I'm going to do a separate maths one to talk about that. In the afternoon, using your World War II research from last week, or if you didn't do it, some more World War II research today, you're going to start a mini World War II project for me. So it's a super Wednesday. Have a super time. Make sure you're keeping fit. If you're not doing Joe Wicks in the morning, make sure you're doing some form of exercise. I had to stop my running yesterday because a friend of mine says I've been overdoing it, which isn't a surprise. You know me, I overdo everything. So I'm doing alternate days of running and long distance walking. So I will be running on Wednesday as I long distance ran on Tuesday. Keep you posted. It's been a long message today. Enjoy your Wednesday. See you later. Bye.